Back 1+2, also wall splats. Back 1+2 breaks balconies. And I'm pretty sure this breaks balconies too. Jesus. Our character is really strong.
Get ready for the next battle.
Alright, what's good YouTube? Season 2 has finally dropped. And everybody was saying that Bryan was going to get nerfed, but the patch notes dropped and we're pretty happy. So let me show you guys. Expanding his offensive options after obtaining Snake Eyes, so they want to give him more Snake Eyes moves. And they gave him back 1+2 and full crouch down forward 3. So these are insane. I mean, if it doesn't take a pro Bryan player to tell you that these moves are really broken. So let me just show you what I think of them. So back 1+2 is +7 on block, and you can hold crouch to go into full crouch, right? So that means if you have heat, this is something possible, right? Full crouch, down forward 3, adjusted to, you know, after you heat engage, we now can do this from here. And the craziest thing about this low is that it's -12. Let me show you guys. -12. That is crazy, right? On counter hit, it looks like we can get this for guaranteed damage. And that's so broken. -12 low in crouch. I told you guys that we was gonna get a Bryan low in crouch. This is so broken. Anyway, at the wall, we counter hit full crouch low, it wall splats. That's crazy. So forward 1+2 used to be our power crush. That was basically useless, right? Now it is kind of like T7 where it's plus on block. Does chip damage. It's only +1. So it's not necessarily that good, but he got a new power crush. Before, we used to have a high power crush, and it used to like get jabbed, and you could duck under forward 1+2, get launched, right? Now he has a mid one. This is... Bryan's never had a good power crush before, so I'm really curious to how this is going to add to our game. And on hit, it gives Snake Eyes. No guarantee follow-up, unless you have Snake Eyes, I think. Right? I haven't set to tech roll. So if you have Snake Eyes already, then you can get QC back 4. So that's really good. Back 1+2 also wall splats. Back 1+2 breaks balconies, and I'm pretty sure this breaks balconies too. Jesus. Our character is really strong. 4-1 is now a 12 frame punish. So before we used to have 4-3, and you guys kind of know how this was. Like, I mean, 4-3 was only +1, and you would, or +2, and you would just play the situation of like 1-2-1, finish the third hit, or just 4-3, do nothing, right? But now we have a punish that does more damage, and you can hold back into backsway. So you can do this. It doesn't jail though, so you can't just use it in the open. But, bro, Bryan standing punishment is now good. 2-3, 4-1, right? A 4-3-3-3. And then he is 14. Jesus, right? During Snake Eyes forward 1+2. Now when they parry something, okay, this move is busted already, right? When you successfully parry something, you do 10 more damage. I can't believe they buffed this move. It's crazy. 4-3-4. Now counter hit launches. It's like Tekken 7 again, right? So we gotta back up really far for this. Oh, it gives a it gives a QCF 1+2, right? And if you charge it, you get a combo. I'm not sure how much this is gonna happen, but that's really insane, you know, because you can always mix it up between the two follow-ups. I mean, you could just block the last hit, but you can't really call out Bryan to kill him out for doing this string. In 4-3, it was already good. 1+2-1. So the second hit now doesn't whiff when the first hit is tracking. I don't know how that even happened to people. And then they made it easier to hit in combos. Forward 4 now has 1 frame more of leniency for hit confirming, but I don't know if this is really a hit confirm. It doesn't feel like it. Right? I'm sure it's kind of like old QC back 2-4 where you see it hit because the other person's running into you kind of thing. But it is only minus 13, so. Down 2 can now go into crouch. So imagine Bryan's doing this. Full crouch low. Right? And he doesn't even have to mix you up from crouch. Like, he can choose to go into crouch or not, and it's not easy to tell he's in crouch. See? And you're still +8 on hit. Obviously on block it's still -2, but you have down 2-3 as a counter hit launcher if they mash on your full crouch. What the f? Full crouch down forward 4. Counter hit knockdown, right? So QCF4 is now guaranteed. Pretty cool change. It now wall splats from a little bit further away. Just from what I see. That's pretty good. Punch parry. So before in the last season, or just like throughout Tekken in general, Steve was the only person that had a weird interaction with Steve's parry, right? Like he used to be able to back sway, back weave that thing. So he would like automatically go like, he can't do that anymore. So the Steve matchup got a lot better. That is a weird change in my opinion, but I did see the knee tweet about that. QC back 1 on hit. This is normal hit, okay? So on normal hit, it now rolls them all the way back. In my opinion, I don't think this is too bad of a change, right? Because say you're playing neutral here, obviously the damage is not as good, but look how far they are on the stage. Right? You only need to like push them a little bit further and they're at the wall, right? Like you just get this. Obviously neutral kind of resets and then you gotta play it, but the stage positioning is still good for you. Counter hit launch is still there. +5 is also still there. Really, really good. Still there. QCF 1+2. The tracking to his weak side is now more nerfed. So if I have him block, sidestep right, you can now step it pretty comfortably. Right? And this is fair. I mean, it was basically homing in the last patch because like of QCF and how it works, but it still tracks our weak side, right? As it's supposed to. We don't need to really worry about the linearity of that move. Is not really a nerf too big. Now 3+4 hitbox has been reduced to mitigate the unintended occurrence of hitting people that are behind you. This is referring to like when people walk down forward 2-3 and they you counter hit literally someone behind you and pick up the combo. So that's healthy for the game. Down back 1+2. They nerfed the tracking of the second hit when the first hit is already whiffing. So this is really, really healthy too, I think. Right? Being able to step the second hit. This is realistic, right? This is good. So it became a really linear move, but it is still a safe mid 15 frame heat engager. Snake Eyes forward 2-1-2. The third hit doesn't track anymore. So if they're sidestepping right. See, I haven't been able to replicate this very well. But apparently they nerfed the third hit that realigns usually during the Snake Eyes string. So forward 2-1-2 is still really dumb. There's no counterplay to the last hit unless you're character specific. You can armor it and you can punch parry it? I don't remember. I don't have to care about the counterplay, right? Just finish it or not. It's still -2 and still really strong, but now we have this move and we have this move, right? Forward forward 1+2 got buffed. His snake eyes is just overall really strong now. Now let's do some combos, right? Cool damage. And then there's new combos, wall carry. So in order to do this combo, you do have to crouch cancel the back 2-1 into forward 1 to that. So it's back 1, forward 2, back 2, forward 4. Back 2, forward 4. Back 2, 1, cancel, forward 1, sway back 1. Side step right, back 3. Like, wall carry is insane on that. And that's not with any heat or anything. Okay, so overall thoughts. I mean, Bryan was already a pretty strong character in Season 1. These changes are only gonna make him better. The thing that we can't like jump too fast about is that everyone else in the game kind of got buffed too. So I'm curious to see how his bad matchups get worse, his good matchups feel different, stuff like that. So it feels like a brand new game. I've only really looked at Bryan, Drag, and Steve because those are the characters I played. And it looks like he has a lot more offense to contest people, right? Because before it was kind of just like one shot with this and hit this QCF 1+2 heat dash. That was like our win condition before, right? But now he has this to contest you with, and with the full crouch change, it's going to be pretty interesting, right? Who's reacting to that? No one. I hope you guys enjoy Bryan, and if you guys have anything to show me, just send it to my Discord or show it in my chat. I really want to learn more about this character and what everyone else can do, so appreciate you guys.